Okay, yeah, I know I'm a little bit late for this one, but I had some serious business to attend to.
Don't touch it.
I'm gonna be a star! Let's go!
But it doesn't, we're gonna
But today we get to learn everything we know about JYP's next girl group that's only 3 years since itzy debuted. Yes, I'm talking about NMIXX. You already know who it is, but some K-pop fans really aren't too excited about the song NMIXX debuted with. In fact, this has been the most questionable debut in recent K-pop history. But was all of this just a big brain move by JYP? Now let's go ahead and learn how NMIXX was formed and discovered from pre-debut to training life and now debut. NMIXX is a 7-member girl group coming out of JYP Entertainment. So NMIXX debuted on February 22nd, 2022 with the single album Admire and the title track O.O, with the fandom name Insert. And yes, their debut music video is sponsored by Coke. You couldn't really help but notice it. But sponsored K-pop music videos aren't really anything new. It's been done time and time again in K-pop. The problem many people find with NMIXX's sponsorship of Coke in particular is that it's their debut music video and song. Like, this is how people will be first introduced to this new group. That, on top of a confusing title track that was produced by a whopping 7 different producers and composers, makes NMIXX's debut get so much backlash from the public, which caused people to have no chill at all, labeling NMIXX the worst debut in K-pop, and happy that Yuna debuted in itzy instead of NMIXX. Literally no chill at all. But believe me when I say that this is all just noise. JYP for sure knows this is the fact, and that's why they decided to debut NMIXX the way they did. Before anyone knew anything about NMIXX, even their name, JYP released the Blind Package. You remember that? A version of NMIXX's debut album which sold 61,000 copies in 10 days alone. Now, NMIXX sold over 200,000 copies of their debut album. Over on YouTube, NMIXX set the new record for the most views in 24 hours for a debut this year, beating out IVE. NMIXX also stepped ahead of itzy and behind aespa for the most views in 24 hours for a debut in K-pop. So is everyone talking about NMIXX to either criticize their debut or to praise them really a bad thing? I'll let you be the judge of that. But now let's get to learn more about the members.
안녕하세요, NMIXX입니다.
Lily was born in 2002 in Marysville, Victoria, Australia. Lily is Korean on her mother's side while her father is Australian, meaning she can speak Korean and English with a little bit of Japanese. Born and raised in Victoria, Lily always had a dream of being a singer, but based in Korea. It started when her father taught her how to sing, and she began taking piano lessons when she was 4 years old. Later in high school, Lily started a band and even went on their own little tour, performing in multiple cities across Australia. Lily has said before that she is a fan of JYP artist groups like GOT7 and Miss A, which led to her trying her luck in a huge audition program in Korea. K-pop Star Season 4 was in full swing after finding many gems in K-pop in previous seasons, but this time, Lily appeared on the show.
Go on, try to tear me down.
Just 12 years old here, Lily had the judges in shock after she sang her first note. However, she would end up in 4th place. But YG and JYP knew they couldn't pass up on Lily's obvious talent, and so both offered her to join their companies. I'm thinking Lily's taste in music caused her to choose JYP over YG, and so she signed with JYP Entertainment in 2015. Her time in JYP as a trainee was basically being a hidden voice, quite literally. Lily was able to live her fangirl dream and do a voiceover in GOT7's song If You Do. You know, only one of GOT7's biggest hits.
It's up to you if you want to break up. I don't care. Just do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah, that was her. We've been saying, it doesn't matter to me, I'll just go to sleep, without knowing it was Lily the whole time. But when it came down to the business end of actually debuting, it wasn't that simple. JYP was struggling with which trainees to put in itzy and which to hold back for another group. Lily was one of the names JYP managers were debating on debuting in itzy. For some reason, she wasn't chosen. Finally, in 2022, Lily got her chance to debut and no longer be the hidden vocal, but the actual vocalist of her group, NMIXX. Haewon was born in 2003 in Incheon, South Korea. As far as pre-debut activities go, we don't know too much yet, except she has been singing since she was young. But once Haewon was already a trainee under JYP Entertainment, she performed for the first time to the public in JYP's trainee mini showcase in 2018, where she started to pick up some fans. Haewon had a fan base for herself just as a JYP trainee. Those fans will see her again in JYP's trainee's next showcase in 2019. Now, Haewon is known for her vocal ability, but she can also rap here and there too. Those who trained with Haewon describe her as quiet and elegant, kind of like Twice's Mina. Training for around 4 years or so, Haewon was revealed to be in the lineup of JYP's new girl group, debuting as the vocalist and leader of NMIXX. Sullyoon was born in 2004 in Daejeon, South Korea. From taking ballet and modern dance classes when she just started walking, Sullyoon seemed like she was destined to be on stage. And so she would find herself in Willem Entertainment, home to Infinite and Rocket Punch. Speaking of Rocket Punch, Sullyoon was a top pick to debut in Rocket Punch back in 2019. Instead of debuting with them, Sullyoon left Willem. But it wasn't soon after when she would get scouted and audition for YG, SM, JYP, Fantasia, and many more. They all knew Sullyoon was going to be a big name in K-pop, so she had to make a difficult choice, and she chose JYP Entertainment. And her time in JYP's trainee system was quite short. In fact, the shortest in all the members of NMIXX. Now, many believe Sullyoon will be the next generation's best visual. So much so that many have said Sullyoon's visuals carried NMIXX's debut. Again, people got literally zero chill. Not my words, but she does look like the love child of Chuyi and Sana. I'm not the only one, right? Happily, we got to witness Sullyoon's visual as she debuted as the vocalist and dancer of NMIXX. Jinni was born in 2004 in Busan, South Korea. I apologize beforehand because we are still learning more about Jinni's history and there is almost nothing out there yet. All we know is Jinni joined JYP in 2016 and is known for her professional stage presence. I mean, you could already tell from debut covers and dance practices, Jinni brings that live performance factor to the group as she debuted as the vocalist, rapper, and dancer of NMIXX. Hae was born in 2004 in Yangsan, South Korea. And well, she was just like one of us. Hae used to skip school every Monday and Friday. How did she get away with a 3-day week? We will never know. But luckily, Hae didn't skip the day when she was just walking to school with her group of friends when a JYP Entertainment scout walked up to her, handed her a business card, and asked her to audition for them. Hae was then accepted into the company after her first audition. There should have been signs Hae would join JYP when she performed a dance cover of itzy's Tala Tala for her high school talent show. Plus, she also attended the same dance classes as aespa's Winter. After training for nearly 4 years, Hae was revealed as the 5th member of JYP's new girl group, debuting as the vocalist and dancer of NMIXX. Jiwoo was born in 2005 in Namyangju, South Korea. Just like Jinni, previous info about Jiwoo is pretty limited. However, Jiwoo did kind of start out in a dance academy called The Street Dance. Catch her here and here covering Momoland's Boom Boom with other students. She then joined JYP Entertainment in 2018 and practiced and trained for 4 years until finally debuting as the rapper, vocalist, and dancer of NMIXX. And last but not least, Kyujin was born in 2006 in Seongnam, South Korea. I found that she joined JYP Entertainment through a private audition, which means she was probably scouted by a JYP agent and asked to audition. The thing is, she was just in the 5th grade when all this happened. Kyujin is most known for her dancing ability, from practicing in With Bill Dance Academy to training in JYP. Upon the public finding out about NMIXX debut, Kyujin caught the eye of everyone with her JYP-like visuals, similar to itzy or Wonder Girl's Sohee. When it comes to the group's choreography, Kyujin slides right into that center spot perfectly. I mean, look at her. Kyujin debuted as the rapper, vocalist, dancer, and of course, maknae of NMIXX. But you're probably more familiar with the bottom of her boot. Now, if you excuse me, I got some popcorn and Coke Zero to finish off. But if you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe for more how K-pop groups are formed. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Zero,